Have you found yourself in situation where you try to bring in good thoughts and emotions? And have you tried so many tips and tricks to manifest, yet you don't see your manifestation coming any closer? Because if that's you, then this episode is for you. Because in this one, I talk about the fifth universal law, the law of inspired action. But first, hi guys, welcome to Creating Inner Shangri-La. I am Pooja, and in this channel, we talk about self-development, self-growth, living a conscious and authentic life. I post self-development videos every week, so do consider subscribing if you don't want to miss out. And now, let's get started with the fifth universal law, the law of inspired action. So what is the law of inspired action? The law of inspired action is very relevant to the 3D physical plane that we live in. According to the law of inspired action, it is not only just about taking an action to manifest your reality, but it is rather about taking an inspired action to fulfill your intentions and to bring it into practicality. There is a big difference between taking action and taking an inspired sort of action. The main difference is the emotion. Emotion meaning the energy which is in motion. Inspired action occurs as a result of a deep urge or an inner calling to do something, whereas action occurs because you are getting competitive with someone else, or you do it just because you have to do it or just for the sake of doing it. When you do something from a place of inspired action, you do it because you want to do it. You do it because you love to do it. It's not from a place of guilt, anxiety, or competition, but it is from a place of love, joy, and willingness and a zeal and vigor to do it. Now let's bring Emma into the picture. Emma wants to become a writer. She wants to publish a bestseller. And she knows that in order to bring her dreams into physicality, she not only needs to ask and believe, but she also needs to take action. So she wakes up every day and writes. She makes sure she writes at least 4 or 5 pages of her novel every day. And when she does that, she gradually starts feeling demotivated and she feels burdened for getting up and writing that. She wishes it was easier. She wishes the process was not so difficult. And she starts associating the writing process with negative emotions. So now tell me, what is wrong in this situation? It is obvious that although she is taking action, it is not an inspired action. We see that Emma is not really willing to do what she is doing. Imagine the kind of emotions she might be projecting out. She is feeling lazy, demotivated, frustrated, and sad. And as a result, because of these emotions, she is not able to manifest her intentions into reality because she is defying the fifth universal law, the law of inspired action. So how to use the law of inspired action in our favor? We can use the law of inspired action in our favor by doing the things leading up to the manifestation, by already feeling the emotions that we will feel when we get those things in our life. It is as simple as that. Do you sometimes get a deep urge to do something? It's like a gut feeling or an inner calling which is pushing you towards a path. And it's not just one small step or one small shift, but it's a massive shift which will have a 360-degree impact in your life. You don't know the hows of it, but something within you is telling you to do it. Right there is your intuition, and that is an inspired action. If you follow that intuition, it's that point or that place from where you'll get an inspired action, and it will provide you with a pool of energy which will keep you going even when things get difficult. If you pick up on that feeling, you will continue and you will be boosted with energy to continue with positivity, because it's coming from a place of inspired action and a strong intuition. So even when things get difficult, you'll have patience and you'll strive with time. That's the only difference between inspired action and just action. If you want to become a successful businessman, start by opening a business and be in the headspace of being a successful person. What kind of emotions do you think a successful businessman will have? Is it love? Is it joy? Is it abundance? Is it love? Carry on with your business with those emotions in your mind each and every day. And it's true that every day may not be as transcendental as we expect it to be. You will face difficult situation, and that's for sure. But when you do face difficult situation, you will have that pool of energy to retrieve yourself from, to keep you going through those difficult times. And because it's coming from a place of inspired action, you will have an abundance of energy to keep going even when things get difficult, even when things get tough. Remember, law of inspired action is also about trusting the process and having unwavering faith. when things get difficult or when things get challenging, you need to move through with the same faith and with the same sort of emotions. And whenever you feel like your emotion is dropping down, when you feel like those good emotions is dropping down, bring it back up with gratitude. Bring it back with emotions as simple as gratitude. So you see, law of inspired action is all about creating that mindset and the motivation to take a quantum leap in the reality that you want to live in. So now you know what mistakes you're making in your manifestation process. And if you do, please let me know in the comment section below what mistakes you're making in your manifestation process. And if this video was helpful, do like and subscribe to the channel and share it with the loved ones who can benefit from watching this video. And until next time, much love and please keep on creating your inner Shangri-La. Bye bye.